Final four.
Wow.
And these teams are going to be competitive all season long. Tonight at 7:30 on WNEP2, the first Coach's Corner of the season makes its debut with Jim Cole, Steve Armale, and the newest addition to the team, Dave Whitey Williams. Our football fanatics will break down all the top teams, top players, and top games for Week 1, and they'll preview Friday's live telecast of Berwick versus Crestwood. But first, Jim Coles has our fourth-ranked team in the Super 16 countdown, the winningest program in the state.
Super 16 team number 4, the Mount Carmel area Red Tornadoes.
Mount Carmel began the season number 1 and finished number 2 in last season's Super 16 countdown. In between, a lot of things went right for the Red Tornadoes, but the season ended with a shutout loss to Lancaster Catholic in the state playoffs. Despite losing several key players, this program believes there's room for improvement, especially with Zach Wasilewski nailing down the starting quarterback spot.
Jimmy, I think what we've got to do this year is be more consistent on offense. That was what was wrong last year. We were inconsistent on the offensive side. So if we can develop some consistency, we could go far.
You know, Zach was a young sophomore. Having him as a junior and having that rep under him from the last couple of starts that he had, and it carries over. Did you notice a difference in him in the offseason?
A big difference. He worked hard in the offseason. Robbie Rano made the transition. We've got some real good receivers. Elijah Duran grew a couple inches. He grew to 6'3". We think we've got some real good wideouts. We're incorporating a 2 tight end offense. So we feel with the experience we have there, we get that consistency going, we're going to be in good shape.
Mount Carmel's Red Death defense is centered around senior Eric Juraski. Once again, an all-state candidate. He's bigger, he's quicker, and even though he's really good as a tight end, there's no doubt defensive line is his forte.
Defense, definitely defense. Absolutely love it. You know, running around, causing havoc in the backfield, hitting the quarterback's probably the best feeling you can have on Friday night. So
You think you're bigger and quicker than ever?
Absolutely, a lot faster, a lot bigger than I was last year, and I'm really confident going into this season that I'm going to have a big impact.
I certainly think we have the potential to be better. I mean, we have a lot of young guys that are filling in the holes of the guys that graduated, and if everyone plays with their potential, we could be very good.
You're part of this tradition. You knew about it when you were a kid. What does it mean to play for the Red Tornadoes?
It means everything. It's just I grew up in the program, and it was just always kind of like one day I'm going to be there, and now I'm finally there.
The winningest program in the state will just keep winning. Team number 4, the Mount Carmel area Red Tornadoes. Stadium, just a fine facility in Lewisburg. We go to the action. Mount Carmel up 12-6, defensive gain third quarter. Zach Wasilewski goes right up the middle. Nice 10-yard gain, moving the chains. A couple of plays later, Mike Gilder on the inside reverse, gets it down to the 1-yard line. Gilder last week with 3 interceptions. This week doing it on the offensive end. Wasilewski, keeper, goes in for the touchdown. The 2-point conversion makes it a 14-point lead. Lewisburg's quarterback, Nick Tagliago. I shouldn't even tried it. Cyrus Perez with the interception. Nick Costagliola. Thank you. Wasilewski hits Perez with a touchdown. 27-6, that was the score at that point. Red Tornadoes lead 27-13, and next week it is Southern Columbia.
First possession of the game for Southern. Matt Loophole from the 2 rushes it in for the score. Southern leads 7-0. Then ensuing possession for Mount Carmel area. Zach Wasilewski to Tyler Kwiatkowski, and he's in for the score. Game tied at 7. Second quarter, Southern at 2nd and 17. The snap is low. Taylor Young is sacked and fumbles the football. Mount Carmel area recovers in the end zone for the touchdown. Then just before half, Mount Carmel's Luke Klingerman rushing in for the score. Mount Carmel led 19-14 at the half. Into the third quarter, Southern down 25-21 after a turnover, but Nate Hunter taking it in for the touchdown there. The Tigers retake the lead. Then the Tigers begin to pour it on. Young taking it around and going down the sidelines, 40 yards for the touchdown. Southern opens up the game in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers win it 49-25. Steve Lloyd has more.
All right, a big fourth quarter for the Southern Columbia Tigers, and a big game by Adam Fudel. Adam, boy, you guys opened up a lot of holes there and ran for those touchdowns. I had to feel good.
Yeah, it was. I was proud of my linemen, too. They just blocked everything perfect. It was right there. All I had to do was get the ball and go to the hole, and it was a touchdown.
Certainly a rivalry, a team that got you guys last year by 1 point. Certainly redemption here tonight. You guys played well.
Yeah, it was great to come back because I know everyone was upset with the outcome of last year, and we just wanted to come back, you know, and show them that we could do it, and we did.
All right, Adam Fudel, congratulations to Southern Columbia. They now roll to 3-0. Back to you guys in the studio. Area building back after we lost to Southern. The Red Tornadoes whipping through Loyal Sock, but Sock came out to play. Kyle Datras here with the keeper. stretching across the goal line, and the Lancers lead it 6-zip. Back comes Mount Carmel, Zach Wasilewski to Rob Verano. Look at that touchdown and roll 7-6. But Sox Mike Doherty off the draw goes in for the score, and Loyal Sock goes up 14-6, and they shock Mount Carmel. They win it 32-29.
That's an upset. Toursville, wild game. Mount Carmel quarterback Zach Wasilewski gives it to Corey Langston. He takes it down to the 11-yard line. From there, Luke Klingerman, who had 350 yards plus rushing. Mount Carmel leads 14-0. Are they in good shape? Not with the defense these days. Clay Stoner goes 28 yards, and the Warriors are on the board and back in the game. Montoursville would cover a fumble, and then that would lead to another opportunity. Stoner takes it down to the 9, and all the way back they come. Montoursville gets the upset win, 41-37, 3 losses in a row.
Red Tornadoes looking to come back from 3 consecutive defeats. We pick it up in the second half. MCA down 7-6. Zach Wasilewski with the keeper up the middle. Gets his jersey tugged a little bit, but he's still in for the touchdown. Then later in the third, Wasilewski going up the middle again with the keeper for another big Mount Carmel touchdown. That makes it 20-7. And you can see the pattern here. Yep, it's Wasilewski again with another keeper for the touchdown, and Mount Carmel area goes on to win this one 34-14.
Since 56, I'll tell you, that's even longer than me. All right, Mount Carmel area broke the 3-game losing streak last week at North Schuylkill. Second quarter, Zach Wasilewski goes to Rob Verano, 66-yard strike, a 27-13 lead. Verano, 227 yards and 3 touchdowns receiving. Second half kickoff, here goes Mount Carmel back to work. No. It's a fumble, and the Spartans recover. The option play, Ethan Montsney. This was working the entire game. Goes in for the pylon, comes up a little bit short, but they would score to make it 27-19. Mount Carmel gets the ball back. They turn it over again. Rodriguez goes to Tom Gallagher to the 3, and it's another big play for North Schuylkill in a game full of big plays. Montsney off the left side ties the game at 21. Mount Carmel trying to get something going. Big Tanner Dean will come up with a big stop. And in a game full of offense, we do have a couple of defensive plays. Not just that one, but Bobby Bierschnitt picks off a Grigas pass, and Verano will kick a field goal in the closing seconds. Mount Carmel gets the win, 44-41.
Area at the Silver Bowl. Bad news to start things off. Luke Klingerman taken out of the game, did not return. Red Tornadoes would carry on. Zach Wasilewski rolls left, hits Elijah Duran, and he's taken all the way up to that 2-yard line. And then it's Corey Langton punching it in for the score. That makes it 7-0 Red Tornadoes. Later in the first, Wasilewski looking for Duran, and then oops, he's picked off by Ethan Duck. He takes it to the house late in the first. Wasilewski rolling right, hits Eric Juraski for the touchdown. Mount Carmel area goes on to win this one 41-13. We pick it up in the first quarter. Mount Carmel's quarterback Zach Wasilewski with a big run, taking it about 22 yards for the first down of the Red Tornadoes. Then later on in the drive, Luke Klingerman taking it around the outside. He's in for the touchdown. The Red Tornadoes taking a 7-0 lead, but Zach Wasilewski would later get injured in this game, and he'd be taken out, and in the end, Mount Carmel area losing this game to Selinsgrove 33-20. Look, it was a packed house at the Silver Bowl. Down by 6, Shamokin quarterback Tucker Yost rolls out, hits Sean McLaughlin for the 35-yard gain, but the drive would stall. Mount Carmel area threatening. Late in the half, Dominic Coronado tossing it to Tyler Kwiatkowski, who rumbles all the way up to the 15-yard line. Late in the second, Shamokin defense digging in. Chase Tillett sacking Coronado, and that makes it a 6-0 game at the half. Shamokin, though, here trying some trickery. Yost laterals to Preston Burns. He tries to throw it back to Yost, but is picked off by Mike Gilger. He takes it 30 yards for that touchdown. A great play there, and Mount Carmel area goes on to win it. 21-7 is the final.
May not have the elite teams of recent seasons, but it might be the most competitive bracket in our area. For example, there's Central Columbia, who won their first 5 games, went 2-3 down the stretch, taking on a Mount Carmel team that's been a puzzle all season. Let's check it out. Harvey Francesco trying to get his Red Tornadoes defense going. No score in the third. Bobby Bierschmidt gets the offense going, the big fullback. Breaks off Tackle, 24 yards, and we're down to the 1 yard line. Quarterback keep time. Zach Wasilewski goes in 7-0. On the defensive end, Jordan Tifridge looks to pass, going to Northwestern next year, 6'4" Eric Juraski Park. Then Dane Kowalski, stoplight, Brett Zosh. The Red Death defense shows up on this night. Tifridge sacked again. The Blue Jays had just 4 first downs. And the offense wearing them down. Luke Klingerman shuffles his way up, sets up a field goal, 10-0 lead, and then one more hit for the interception. Danny Lesko gets it done, and Mount Carmel gets the shutout. Moving on, 17-0, your final score.
The Red Tornadoes taking on Montoursville. Montoursville scoring first in this one. Aaron Cole to Cameron Ott, 4 yards. He's in for the touchdown. Later on, Mount Carmel coming back. Zach Wasilewski to Eric Juraski. He's in for the score. It's all tied up at 6. The Warriors, though, coming back again. Cole hands off to Clay Stoner, 15 yards, rushing it in for the score, making it 13-6 Montoursville. The Tornadoes, Wasilewski goes to Juraski, 28 yards. He's in for the score. It's 13-12. Montoursville still leading, but the Tornadoes, they've got more. Kwiatkowski in the end zone. He pulls ahead then by the half, 20-13. Then Wasilewski again, handing off to Lucas Klingerman. He would rush for 282 yards, 25 carries, 2 touchdowns. Pretty impressive there. Mount Carmel area goes on to win 48-20 is the final.
So Mount Carmel gets the other District 4 matchup, Danville and Athens.
That's the most important thing. We said from the start, we just want to get in the tournament and we'll defend our championship. Now we're just one step away.
Who stood out in this game?
Oh, everybody did. I mean, we had such a great team effort. I can't choose one player. I do have to say, our offensive line did an outstanding job. So if I had to pick somebody, it would be the offensive line.
All right, so Mount Carmel loses. Danville hosts Mount Carmel area. It's for the District 4 AA championship. The Ironmen consistently pulled off close wins this season to earn the top seed, but Mount Carmel has shown signs of finally putting it together for the playoffs, first by blanking Central Columbia, then scoring 48 on Montoursville.
They're well coached, and their kids are tough, good kids. What we're going to have to do is play smart. And as far as Dressler goes, we have to put a helmet on him and wrap him up, because if we don't get on him, he's a runner that actually explodes into you. So we're going to have to wrap him up.
They definitely have some some big impact players, and we just got to key them, shut them down. Our linebackers have to do a good job this week, running the defense, getting the right calls in. We've had some trouble with that a couple times this year, making some wrong calls and stuff, but I think as long as we're on task and we do the job, we'll be all right.
Wyoming.
It's great, you know, just being out here over break, no school, basically just food, family, and football, you know. How could it be better? It's the best thing, you know. Football is obviously one of my biggest passions, and just being out here with the coach and the guys, it's the best. You know, it's just going to be one of those games where it's just both teams are there strictly to get that W. I mean, obviously that's a goal for everybody, but Danville, Mount Carmel, we're not very far away from each other. It's always a good time playing against them. We just got to go out there and do what we know how to do. I mean, I feel as though we're a very good football team, and I think we can get the job done.
Hi, everyone. We're here with Mount Carmel head coach Carmen DiFrancesco. Happy Thanksgiving, Coach. I know you're going to practice Turkey Day with the team, and then kind of how you're going to spend the rest of your day.
Well, we're going to family, friends, and food. That's about it. Yep. After practice.
Talk about Thanksgiving practice and what it's like to obviously be playing football on the holiday.
Well, it's great. Our kids said at the end of the season, hopefully we'll be practicing Turkey Day, and here it is. I have to kick a field goal. So every Thanksgiving morning, I have to kick a field goal. So we're going to see if that's going to work.
Outstanding. Let's talk about Danville. Obviously a District 4 title on the line. They got Weston Baylor, the quarterback. He's obviously got the ability to run and pass. Certainly he poses some problems for that Red Death defense.
Yes, he's versatile. He throws the ball well. He's strong. He gets out there and runs, and we're going to have to play with our feet on fire. He's a threat. And
not just him, obviously Sam Dressler for Coach Kaiser. I know you're friends with him down there, and obviously he's doing a nice job with the Ironman.
He's doing an outstanding job. They've got great kids there. Dressler is a load. He brings it to you. We have to wrap him up. He's a load. he's going to be a handful for us.
Carmen, I know back going to earlier in the year when we did the game live on WNEP2 down at Southern Columbia. A little stumble there with some of the defense. You seem to have kind of turned that around. You shut out Central Columbia. Outstanding effort there. Entire game going up against the Blue Jays. Talk about this defense and how it's come along.
Yeah, Steve, here's what happened. Early on in the year, we were trying different sets, different people. And I think as a coaching staff, we settled in on 11 guys. And ever since then, our kids are comfortable, our schemes are simple, and it's been working out very well for us.
You talk about this offense. You move big Eric Jaraski, 6'5", move him kind of back there to the wing back, get him out of that tight end position. Certainly giving him the ball sometimes. I mean, he's a big kid to go against opposing defenses and blocking.
He's been a real key for us. We've used him now as an offensive tackle, a tight end, wing back, and fullback. And I'll tell you, he's versatile. And you don't know what's going to happen. We give him the ball, we throw to him. Maybe we'll have him throw the ball.
Where's this team at after last year losing to Lancaster Catholic? You were in that game, a AA game in the state playoffs. They go on to win the state title. You were right there. Where's the team now from a year ago?
It's a big difference. Consistency this year on offense. Last year we had a great defense, but we were inconsistent on offense. This year, we've got some fire. We can throw the ball as well as run, and I think that's been the difference.
Army, thanks a lot. Good luck Friday night, and happy Thanksgiving.
Okay, thank you very much, Steve.
All right, back to you guys in the studio. Check, check, check. Check. You're right, baby. That's what we do.